Hi guys. I don't know if it's chilly where you're at this morning, but it certainly is here. I woke up at about 8:30 and peeped in on my husband, who was already at work in his home office, and he was in his jammies. He was in his he also had long johns underneath that, and socks and house shoes and a fleece pullover. It was 66 in the house this morning, 41 outside, and very chilly. It's a little warmer in here, but not a whole lot. I got on my socks and jammies and house coat and covered up with, my lap's covered up with a blanket and a cat. And it was really cold this morning. So, my husband explained this to me. Darling, it was, because I was laughing. He was so bundled up. He was like, it's cold in here this morning. And then his next thing was, I'm really hungry. So today's our off diet day. So we had a big farmer's breakfast. We don't have those every morning, not even on our off diet days. Because, farmers' breakfasts are for somebody who's going to work their butt off and work it all off. And so those of us who don't do that don't need to have them very often. But every once in a while I do biscuits and grits, what we had this morning. I did homemade biscuits, homemade gravy, grits, eggs, bacon, sliced tomatoes. It was good. A big breakfast like that is so good on a cold morning. So that's what we had. And I tried to make this video a couple of times, and I don't know if anybody's having the problems with the, sometimes it doesn't upload, or it just sits there when you push the button. It just sits there and spins, and then sometimes it'll finally make it through the uploading process, and then when it's processing, it perpetually processes. So then you got to do it over again, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to do it over again right now. So you go about your day, and I promised Christopher SC 1981 a video several days ago, and this is what I've been going through, and I'm waiting for one to process. I was, however, able to get a couple to process on my crafting channel. I don't know what the deal is. So, and then one video I killed because of, I had not slept in 2 days and made a video, and most of the video you could only see the bottom part of my chin, because I had a pillow behind my head and I was like talking like this, and I was just this close to drool coming out the side of my mouth. So yesterday I went and I had to take my sister to work early that morning, and then pick her up in the evening, and excuse me while I yawn. But I ended up waiting in the parking lot for a little over an hour. People didn't go on their breaks right, and these are not just the cashiers, they're the head cashiers. The head cashiers are the ones that affect her breaks and her getting out in a timely fashion. And yeah, the head cashier went on their lunch break late, and then they stayed on it too long, and so yeah, she was stuck there until they could leave, or they could get back and she could leave. So I'm out in the parking lot for an hour, which is not fun. You want to go in and knock some people in the heads and say, get it together. And I know my sister did. So anyway, I had to take her by her boyfriend's apartment. He was going to pick her up, but he is going through the passing of kidney stones, and thank goodness there's a bathroom upstairs, and his bed and everything's there, because he got up the stairs, but there's no coming down the stairs. He's hurting too bad. So I took her by there and checked on him. I was worried. He has high blood pressure, and I was worried, with pain, your blood pressure will shoot up. So I went in and checked on that and checked to make sure he didn't have fever. And he hadn't eaten all day because he's not able to go down the stairs. So we ran and got something for him to eat, or for them to eat for dinner. And he wanted ice cream, so that was a pain in the butt. I'd do it again because he felt bad, but yeah. We went everywhere looking for ice cream in the little strip area where they're at, and nowhere had ice cream. Oh, one place did have ice cream, and the freezer was going out, and we're not sure if it's good or not, and you might want to check it. And I'm like, no, we might not want to check it. We'll just leave it. So we ended up going to Baskin Robbins and getting a couple of quarts there for him, and yeah. Then that put me 6 o'clock leaving their place, and we're usually sitting down to dinner at 6 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm not going home and cooking anything. I went by Kroger and got us some roast chicken and some baked in the oven zucchini and broccoli and cauliflower mix. And that's what we had for dinner last night, because that was our own diet day, and I knew those things we could have. So, and no bread. So I finally got home at 15 or 20 minutes after 6. It was about 6:30. And that was running into that end of the grocery store and running right back out. And so we sat down and ate about 6:30, so it wasn't too terribly bad. But I knew I wasn't going to want to cook. So yeah, that's how our day went. I don't know what's going on with the color on this stupid. I think it has a lot to do with I don't know what that is. It has a lot to do with the lighting, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm debating on whether to do my craft area, move it down. I have my bureau at one end, and then my craft area is everything beside it. And I'm thinking about moving the bureau out, moving the whole crafting area down, and putting the bureau on the other end. But I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. It's going to be a big job. I wished it's all sitting on casters, but it's also stacked so high that you're worried about moving it. And then I've got the whole big middle area. The back of it is full of stuff that's going to have to come out, even if I can push it all down at one time. So I'm scared it's going to turn into this big bear, and I'm going to get it down there, and I'm going to go, I wish I'd left it where it was. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm also trying to figure out whether I'm going to see. The color looks so nice when you do that. So, yeah, gray hairs. I'm trying to decide whether to color my grays. And I've got a lot of them. You can tell them there, but I don't think you can tell the severity of the problem, people. It's horrible. You can see there, and then all up in here. Yeah. I've been dyeing my hair for a few years, but only just to play with colors, not really covering up gray. But the last 2 years I've been covering up gray. And I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to cover it up or what. I'm 42 and I have a baby face, don't I? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's see. I know a lot of people are leaving the South Tubes shindig, and today, I'm not sure if everybody's leaving today, and some left yesterday. I know Daryl left 1D Rock 37167. He left yesterday and made it home safely. He did a little short video, and he's glad to get back home. Even no matter how much fun you have, you're always glad. I'm always glad to get back home and get the car unloaded and get changed into whatever, and then just lay across my bed and go, I'm home, my own bed. So I'm sure a lot of people will be doing that, but also missing those people that they got to see and such. So hopefully one of these days I'll get to go. But it just seems like last year there was just no extra money. This year there's really no extra money, but still other things are coming up, and yeah, excuses. But anyway, I'm glad everyone had fun. I'm praying for traveling mercies for everyone going home, and hoping for safe journeys, praying for safe journeys for you guys. But I'm glad you all had fun. I didn't get to go in the Stickum room this year. I did not. I had too much going on. So, but I hope to be able to go next year. But I'm not going to say I am, because I just don't know. So anyway, I got to go get the day started, because I've been very lazy and lethargic and ready to just snuggle up on a blanket and take another nap. So, under a blanket and take another nap. This chilliness kind of causes you want to do that. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful work week or week, and bye.